So I recently saw a video of those who were resettled and the Ikota resettlement scheme from those who are displaced in Morocco so many years back. Right now, I've been told to evacuate their homes. They've been told to evacuate the place where they were resettled to. And for some of them, they were offering them a meager 5 million naira to move out from the present location to find housing elsewhere. Now, I have just one question to ask. Is there an expiration for those who are resettled? Is there an expiration for those who are resettled? Because apparently what the government is doing, or what those who are in charge of compensation is doing, is they are resettling only those, from the information I've gathered, they are resettling only those who were original allottees of those houses in the scheme. And for so many of these allottees, they already are dead. Just very few of them are alive. And for the allottees, have passed down the properties to their children. The children have inherited some of these properties, while others have seen theirs sold to other people. So, in this case and in this situation, is it right for the government to compensate with just 5 million naira, or is there something we do not know? Are there expiration to resettlement? When the government resettles you, are they resettling you for a particular period of time? And while others are saying they've gotten their monies, others are saying they've not been paid. So I think we should see some of all these some of this video. I actually got this from Channels TV. Then we should see some of these clips.
We don't know where to start. Nobody. No, let me for 4 children. No husband. My husband is dead. So something like that. Let me my 4 children. They manage life. Nobody to help me out. And I come now. I come and see all these people want to fence here again. One time you come and pursue me to my children. I don't know where to start life again. Because everything not start me to. I don't know where to start.
So without settling you won't leave this place?
I can't leave this place. I don't have anywhere to go. This is my home. I don't have any place to go. I cannot sleep out on that bridge. I'm not a madman. I'm a good citizen of the country.
You have a family?
I have a family. I can't put my wife, my kids inside this forest. It's very bad.
Despite their resistance, the ground preparation for construction work continues unabated. When Channels Television first visited, workers were erecting a perimeter fence to delineate the area designated for a phase of the new housing estate.
The guy is still battling with the carpet. We're coming. You saw the red car driving out.
Residents who have now chosen to remain in the demolished area, as well as those currently unaffected, express increasing worry about their uncertain future.
I went for a meeting, so before I came back, I was there when my wife called me that they've pegged in front of the house. So when I came, I saw the peg. I didn't know what was happening until the following day. I discovered that some people came and they started digging the place. So I asked them what is happening. They say they want to put fence in front of that place. So, but looking at it, if they are to put fence there, even before this time, the construction that is down there made water to enter the house in which I'm living. But this time around, they are also putting up another fence close to the house, which will be about 5 meters from the house. And this time around, the water that is coming to hit the fence. So as it's bouncing back, it's directly into the room. So my own is, even if they are doing fence, there should be a proper channeling so that water, because I don't know the authorities or whoever, my own is where I'm living. This time around, if it rains, no two ways about that. The water will still enter the room. My own is, at least, we are all human beings. We should be properly communicated to know what to do. That is my concern. You look at it that you have neighbors, people that you are living together. Already with this fencing now, they will be inside the fence. And I'm going to be, if we are counting the remaining houses, I'm going to be one of the first that is close to the fence. And anything can happen. Since you are the only person close to the fence, you become vulnerable to whatever. If somebody comes in, the next person that you will call is not there.
Like my father is a retired military officer who had served this country for over 30 years. Now it will be very bad and unfair for someone coming from outside to threaten him to move out of his own house, his property, what he worked for and what he bought. It's really, really very, very unfair. Presently, he's over 75 years old. He would have been here, but due to his age, he's not here. And I'm his daughter speaking on his behalf and calling on the country, the president, whosoever that can speak and come out for us to come out for justice and ensure that the right thing is done. If really they would settle, there will be need for settlement, they should settle each and every one of us properly so that they can at least get something for themselves and get a better place to stay.
Some of the original allottees have since passed away, with their homes now occupied by family members, rented out or sold.
So like this one now even shows that that's 501 has been sold.
Has been sold.
Before now.
My friend bought this house and he even sold it. He has sold it to another person again.
While the state government has indicated that monetary compensation will be provided to those affected, several residents are alleging irregularities in the process, claiming that due process was not followed. This concern, along with inadequate compensation, is echoed by Joseph Jackson, who bought a unit from an original allottee.
With the 40% inflation we have and 40% unemployment, with the pain, all we have, and everybody is trying to adjust to the redevelopment and the new policies being rolled out by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, trying to adjust, and everybody is still trying to measure up and bringing this hardship of demolition without consultation. I think is a very painful one, and saying 5 million naira cannot do anything. Build Ikota for Ikota is the mandate we are looking for. 5 million naira is nothing to write home about. According to report, our sister estate, Jakonde Estate, Ilason, was given 11 million naira and 250 for relocation. Why some were given apartments, I think a 2-bedroom flat or 3-bedroom flat in whatsoever consent. So we expected a fair treatment, not that if you don't want, we're going to grind on you, we're going to push you out, and which is an example of what we see in flat 781 and many other flats you can see around, that some have been broken without due compensation. And this is the reason why we've decided to plead and call on the media to come to our rescue. We are tired of suffering in silence. We are citizens of Nigeria. We are not people who are falling from the skies. This is our nationality. We are being treated like rats in our own homes. We are being treated in pains. And I think this injustice, this modern day land grabbing and pain infliction should stop.
They will see my name there, my parents' name.
On the other hand, another allottee offers a different perspective on the transactions between the state government and community members regarding enumeration and compensation.
We had a meeting with the government too, and they agreed that those who own houses, the allottees, they give us money. Myself, my father's house, they're giving me money. The other house, though, they've not settled me for the other house because I bought on the house. Because there are categories of people here. Those who bought, those who inherited, and those who are the owners. But the real owners are very few because they are elderly people. Most of them have gone. So they gave us money. Myself, they gave me money.
So how much were you giving for your father's house?
I was giving 5 million. I was giving 5 million. But those who build illegal structures, they are giving them based on their structures. I give them based on their structures.
So, okay. Okay, were you comfortable with the amount given you for your father's?
Very comfortable. Because even if I want to sell the house, nobody can buy it for 1 million. Those who said they've not been compensated or they are not carried along, that's a blatant lie. Everybody was carried along. We had a meeting, like I told you, we had a town hall meeting. Even the commissioner came at first. Even some of them, we even went to Alausa several times. We discovered. We had, in fact, if what they did here was what they did in Morocco, we will not suffer what we suffered in Morocco. Because we were carried along, everybody was asked to view their point, their opinion. A lot of people viewed their opinion. In fact, it was crowded environment. People talked and the government heard from us. We also gave them feedback. Or after that, they came and they were doing enumerations of those houses and they are paying them. So everybody were paid. Everybody were well compensated.
Findings indicate that compensation amounts to 20 million naira for each building containing 4 units of 1 bedroom and parlor. In contrast, allottees at the neighboring Jakonde resettlement scheme received 11 million naira for 2 and 3 bedroom homes.
Drag him on that so that you understand what he's doing.
The demolition and compensation processes are being carried out in phases, with reports indicating that over 250 allottees have received compensation for their affected units. However, more than 700 allottees still residing in their homes appear to be in fear of sudden eviction. This reality is starkly evident for Mr. and Mrs. Odimuku, who have lived in the scheme since its inception.
Government bring us here, and somebody that have money want to put us in problem. As we are here now, you see my husband is old. Is the money when he's working, the pension money small, we take it and build house for Morocco. And now he can't do anything. As you see us, you see how we sit down there, they look, and we don't have rest of mind. We can't sleep 5 minutes for a house. They have started, we go and meet them. They say they must do what they want to do. Nobody will stop them. That's why, as you see me here, we just sit down. Like this thing started this week again. Now, they want to fence there. And when they fence, you see, what are they used to take drivers now? When they build that place, the fence now, nowhere water they will move again. The water will come here. All these places we will move now. And I don't even know where we move. How much are they renting house now? How much we have, and we are not working. 5 million is too small for us. If they come and tell us, see what they will give us a reasonable amount that what this place where we are staying, we can find somewhere to park. But now they're just forcing us to do anything. Yes, not let them give us apartment now. Even here we are staying now, this land is big. As they are building that side, they can take one side and build houses for us. Okay, let you people park, go here. If it's 20 flats, 20 people will go there, then can break that side, build another one. The people will go there, then build another one. Anybody who wants money can collect money, then compensate the person. Then go negotiate with the people. We are the landlord here, but we don't know what is happening. Or let's CDA people. CDA people is the people they employ to come and take care of the assets, and they are not doing. They are bargaining with the CDA here, doing what they are doing us. They are not living here. The CDA people, they are not living here. I don't know. I don't know how they manage to bargain with them.
Attempts to obtain clarification from the Lagos State Ministry of Housing regarding the recent developments have been unsuccessful.
All I can say is we're in a sorry situation in this country. We're in a very sorry situation. A country where anything can happen. Anything can happen. How do you resettle people with 5 million naira? Are you turning landlords to tenants? Because definitely 5 million naira cannot buy you a house. Nowhere in Nigeria. So are you turning landlords to tenants? Because the 5 million naira can only rent them an apartment. And for how long will the 5 million naira cover? The government needs to do more. So these guys are aged already. How do you expect a family or a man of 75, 80 years old, a woman of 25 years old to live with 5 million naira? Where would they go to? People who have known themselves to the landlords and homeowners, where would they start their lives from? So I think if the government would come, if the government needs to do all these facelifting of all these schemes, still put these guys into consideration. You can look for a way to make them happy. Because giving them 5 million, I do. This is a very bad one. A very, very bad one. The government is the government. I just hope they realize that you're there for the people and you're not there to make lives harder for those you're meant to govern. I mean, particularly also, stay safe and be good.